Spasiba. Okay. Now, there's so much to talk about here going on in Russia right now and in Europe and the world and so on. And most of the time in the West, we have very little information about you. All we really have is some literature, some history and some movies. And the movies are not very reliable. And the best way I found to find out about Russian people is to say to a Russian person, what are they like? But I can only speak to the ones in the West. And the way they describe Russians is intense. Because they say they're the best people in the world. I hate them. I love them, but I hate them. They're so ignorant and so stupid, and the most intelligent people I've ever met. They have amazing minds, they're incredibly stubborn, and they think about everything. They're very spiritual, but they're cold. They won't tell you anything. And then they tell you everything. They tell you everything that ever happened in their lives and what happened to their mother and their father and their grandmother and so on. And then they insist you stay for dinner. And you have to eat all the food, and the chairs and the curtains. And you listen to this and you think, wow, I didn't know it was so complex. And they say, it's not complex, it's the simplest thing in the world. What's wrong with you? Are you stupid or crazy or both? And you're fat. I love you. Here, eat this. And it's very intense. But that's the case when you're here and you're talking to people, because they have this... It's like people know a secret. It's in their eyes. When they listen to you, if you speak, there's kind of fireworks in the eyes. Because where I'm from, everybody's very expressive and demonstrative. In Ireland, everybody goes, all the time, because it was never a powerful place. And so people made a big display when they speak. But here it's all in the eyes. People listen to you, and you feel like they really understand. They understand you in a way you've never been understood before. So you tell them more, and you tell them more, and they're looking, and these fireworks are in their eyes. And then you wait for them to respond, and they come closer, and they say something like, do you like soup? Yeah, I like soup, yeah, I know a place where we can get good soup. But is that all you're going to say to me? Is that your response to everything I've just told you about my life? No, we should go now, it will close. The other way to find out about Russians is from film. That's the obvious way. But the Hollywood presentation is very stereotypical. It is always the same. The men tend to be all, bad guys who say things like, since I come to your country, I make bomb. They have a scar that goes from here down to here, and their left hand is a blender or a hook or something. And it's very easy for me to make bomb because you Americans are so stupid. You spend all the time playing baseball and eating hamburger. And the women are very tragic. The women, they look far away all the time and they say, I don't want to talk about it. It doesn't matter. Not anymore. Well, only to me. It's too late for everything. Don't touch me. The look is, it's a very distinct Russian look, and then you come here and you see people have the gender definition is very strong. Women that look very feminine and Orchin Stilnya and all that stuff, and the guys they have only two looks really. They either tend to be muzhik or chuvak, and that's it. Now the chuvak is very easily recognizable type, with the kind of floppy and complicated clothes, saying yes now, and the muzhik is it's just a simpler kind of appearance. This and the language is very beautiful, but it's very difficult. I like going into shops to use my 3-4 words of Russian so that I can pretend I can speak Russian for just a minute, and then the woman looks at me and says, "Что?" But I might as well just tell the truth, at this stage there's no point pretending anymore. Nie śpią. And Ty też śpią. Nie знаю. Работай на нас. Повторяй за мной. Я ненавижу Толстого и Чехова. Я люблю Lady Gaga. И Donuts. Thank you very much.